Generally, if you bring a word orchestra to your mind, it feels like boring and difficult to understand, taking a long time, especially on novelist music. When I started violin in my childhood, it's like being a big man who learns unfamiliar instruments. I hope to change your thoughts by today's presentation. I played the violin in Sungyeong Women's University Amateur Orchestra, Sophia. Playing a violin was just one of my favorite hobbies, but there are no time to keep learning because of the study. After entering a university, I decided to join the orchestra and had the audition and could be a member of orchestra for the first time in my life. Before I joined this club, I didn't even know what it consists of. An orchestra is a large instrumental ensemble used in classical music that contains sections of strings, violin, viola, cello, and double bass, and brass sections, and woodwinds, and percussion instruments. And plus, orchestras are usually led by a conductor who directs the performance by way of visible gestures. And conductors unifies the orchestra, sets the tempo, and shapes the sound of the ensemble. So let me show you a various instruments used in orchestra. The first section is string section. This is made up of first violin and second violin and viola and cello and double bass. You can distinguish all of us what is violin. The cello one and the viola. It looks like the same, but viola is more bigger than violin. This is cello and this is double bass. The first and second violin play a main melody, and going bigger, the range of its sound is getting up. Among the instrument groups and within each group of instruments, every instrumental section has a principal who is generally responsible for leading the groups and playing orchestra solos. And this is our scene of orchestra performance. The violins are divided into first and second violin, with the second violin playing with lower registers than the first violin. Here. The principal first violin is called the concertmaster of the entire orchestra. Oh my God! Here, she is the concertmaster. The concertmaster with the pre-concert tuning and handles musical aspects of orchestra management. The concertmaster usually sits to the conductor's left and closest to the audience. My section was second violin, and I was there. I was a principal of the second violin. The second section is woodwind. Woodwind consists of flutes, oboes, and clarinets, bassoons. No principals is the leader of the woodwind section, though in the wind orchestra, woodwind ensembles, often the flute is a leader. Third section is brass. Brass is made up of horns and trumpets and trombones and tubas. The principal trombone is considered the leader of the low brass sections, while the principal trumpet is generally considered the leader of the entire brass section. Last section is percussion. Percussion commonly contains instruments such as timpani, snare drum, brass drum, and cymbals, and triangle, and tambourine. Percussion instrument is sounded by being struck or scraped by a beater. These instruments have all different sounds, different techniques, different seating position, but when they are meet together, orchestra create the most harmonized performance. When we practice for the concert without any instrument, we have many difficulty in understanding the symphony. Especially school amateur orchestra like Sophia, there are no professional instrument player like major, so we invite guest musicians who can help us for the perfection in performance. We prepare our concert during a vacation and practice every 4 or 5 hours because we are not much good at playing. But we know that learning what I love is worth to do it. What I want to say, I want you to say bravo if you think it is actually quite great.
Bravo.
No, after
Okay,
you
okay.
just enjoy it. This is the Beethoven number 5, the first movement.
put their